amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chad Mostert and Cam Waters.
It's motorsport, but not as you know it. Test yourself and your everyday road car. Safe, affordable, but most of all, fun. And all you need is your daily driver. Experience the thrill of a sprint day. Race against the clock at a hill climb. Or test your reflexes with an auto test. It takes just 3 simple steps to get started. Get on the start line. Search Motorsport Australia Daily Driver today.
Fishies in a row. They're here to make a point and to do Eddie proud. They fan out in the background as they come down to turn 1 for the first time. It all looks pretty good, 2 by 2. We'll stop the camera here. Oh, Eddie would be proud, mate. That was awesome run around turn 1. But, oi! Contact with the fishies.
He's made it through. It doesn't look like Angus has made it, but Thomas Freeman's made it through, and Angus is going to suffer the crowd coming through there to be able to turn his car around. Woo.
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannon's insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride,
ride with Shannon's.
Call 134646 for a quote.
And they are off. It was a good start from Dylan to Bono. I think Phil Vella got a great start there in the background as well. You can see already cars going 5, 6 wide as they're trying to find any semblance of space. They come into T1. So far we've got 2, 3 wide as they snake down. There's Michael Culture that's got around Dylan de Bono. A couple of cars going wide there. Was that a bit of contact in the back? Scott Pocock caught up in that, I think, there, buddy. But it's Michael Cullajar's got past, so Dylan...
light is coming out and we're about to get going, and we have gone green lights and a very slow start for the 86s, but they are moving out there on the grid. It would be very interesting to see exactly which driver can capitalise on this first lap. Just go through the grid. Look like Jamie Christensen had a really awesome start to get ahead of Dylan de Bono, and Doug Gowage also jumped his teammate as well, so unfortunately Dylan stalled the car a little bit more than what he preferred. But
Weekend in, weekend out, Motorsport Australia officials are making waves. From waving flags, waving cars through pit lane, or responding to a wave for help. Wave hello to new lifelong friends. Who knows, you might just make waves around the world. Ride the first wave. Search Motorsport Australia officials today.
Still great classes of car, and if you are able to, if you're coming up the ranks on iRacing through the licenses, it's a fantastic sort of laneway into prototype driving, going from that GT3 up through the prototype classes. As the safety car pulls in and we get ready to go green as we come up towards the line. Edwards, Hasler, who's going to get the jump down to turn 1, or will any of the fishies, any of the piranhas in behind them, assault them down towards
green and they're off.
First lap. Let's go here.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's.
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover,
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
This is amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chad Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanak and Jamie Dyson just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't committed, which is fair enough. Very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. You know, when you can see the getting good Ryan, Dodds just absolute thinker, but it's a really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the SRW TV Shannon's GR86 Nationals Round 9 from Homestead, Miami. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We don't bring you rain. We don't do anything by halves. We've just whipped up a tornado through Miami for these guys. You can see on your screen, it is absolutely tipping it down. So they're going to need flippers rather than tires. Let's see how these guys do here today as well. Let's bring you up to date with the score situation on the doors at the moment. In the AMS, you can see it is Josh King out in front for Team SRW, but he's only got a 14-point gap over Chris Tomlin, so we'll keep an eye on that one. That was going to be an interesting in the AM fight. In the Pro-Ams, well, you can see Mark Cochran is out in front with a 5-point lead over Matt Feely and Mitch Noble. They're going to be the main three to keep an eye on. Mitch has got to finish in front of them in every single race to take the championship. In the Pros, well, it's Ben Faulkner, and he's out in front by 180 points. So I think we can safely say Ben has wrapped up the championship here already. Dan Byrne is in front of his teammate David Gallo by 81 points, and then his 2-point gap. So the battle is on for third between David Gallo, Jamie Davis and Jackson Pringle. Maybe Shane Ratcliffe might be able to get there as well, but it's going to be an exciting one. I am James Parvitt, and I'm joined in the booth by Steve Sinkovic here this evening. We have just entered into qualifying, so we'll keep you up to date with what's going on in qualifying. But let's bring Steve into the booth. Steve, hello, dear sir. We have rain.
Mate, it's been an epic week. By the end of this week, I'm going to sound like you without the accent, all croaky and stuff, from all the commentating I've been doing and all the excitement that's going through. This is definitely a race for ducks tonight, so it looks like it's going to be wet, and a little bit more wet. I'm just going to look at the weather report, and we've got an average temperature of 26 degrees starting, and it is pretty much going to rain all the way through. In about 2 hours, it's got about 60% to rain, so we're going to be wet all the way through. So we've got a 20-40 tonight, so it's going to be very interesting, and a lot of points up for grab for the title.
Yeah, absolutely.
Titles.
Yeah, well, I think the Pros is already done. The Pro-Ams and the AMs are going to be the ones to keep an eye on. You know, we've only got a little bit of a point gap in the AMs, 14 points between Josh King and Chris Tomlin, and then you got 137. So it's pretty much between them two. I think going forward in the Pro-Ams, Mark Cochran, Matty Feely and Mitch Noble, they're going to be the interesting ones. So you got two boys from SRW fighting out in the AMs and the Pro-Ams, and of course in the Pros, Ben Faulkner's kind of run away with it, but you have got a battle for third in the podium with David Gallo, Jamie Davis and Jackson Pringle. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think if they start finishing in front of each other, Steve, I'll have to rely on you doing some maths in the background there, mate.
Oh, mate, you've picked the wrong pigeon for that one, I'll tell you right now. But there'll be no Jamie Davis tonight. He is serving a round ban for too many penalty points. So he was up there for the title of the
Pros.
V8s on Tuesday night and couldn't compete in that. And same tonight too. So any chance he had of getting anywhere near the podium, he's all over Red Rover. So he's got to start afresh for next season.
Oh, well, there you go. You can see the track map in the top right-hand corner. We do utilise a little bit of the oval, and I say that briefly here at Homestead Miami. But unfortunately, we don't utilise it all, which is a bit of a shame. And I do love this circuit itself. Let's jump on board with Ben Faulkner and see if we can have a look what he's just about to do. He's gone past the start-finish straight. We are coming in to the left-hander of turn one. You can see dips off the oval. He's got to be hard on the brakes. It's almost reminiscent of the Daytona entry into the Roval part of Daytona, as we see a spinner. Yay, yay, yay. That was Josh King, I believe, there.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Ben then goes round the left-hander, then he's going to come right. Now we're going to utilise what is a little bit of a straight on the way down to the right-hander. I think this is probably one of the better versions of a roval, Steve. You know, there are some that out there, Indianapolis and others, that are just... but this is...
For the sake of it.
Yeah, but this one seems to be a little bit more purpose-built.
A lot of standing water looking from his cockpit cam. You can't really see it that well on our view. You can see it on the right-hand side as they're coming now, but it's not as prevalent in our eyes as it is in the cockpit itself.
Yeah, there's quite a few standing puddles out there, and I think they're going to be fishing to make sure they don't, well, literally fish off the side of the circuit, basically, because at the end of the day, you can see, even on board with Ben Faulkner there, Jackson Pringle was just nearly about to go over the line and pop it on to, well, he's got one more section left, so he's coming around the final couple of corners to right, then he's going to go left, then he's going to go up onto the banking, which is going to cause a problem. Kind of hoped he would have got a bit of a smoother transition, but he's got two purples, two greens. What is Pringle going to do from the Vermilion Motorsports? Is he going to cement his place at the top? He has on a 151.049, so it's all going to be on Ben Faulkner here.
Yeah, that entry onto the oval, I've seen a few cars go up it, and it's quite an aggressive change of angle, and it seems that every car sort of bumps up. Is this, see, like them there? Is this going to be exactly that? What I was going to say, is this going to be a situation where it causes the impact into that wall right there? Because it looks like it unstables the car a fair bit.
Yeah, I think the thing is, it depends on the entrance. What they don't want to do is try and pop up on it straight away. You want to try and go left a little bit more if you can and kind of come up to it so you don't get that aggressive bump. I think if you're going to start trying to go straight up in a vertical direction, and we'll see what Josh King does here, if he can keep it off the grass. Come on, Josh, you got this. It doesn't want, you kind of don't want to head straight up it. You kind of want to merge onto it. It's like entering onto a motorway, like Josh has just done there. I think if you start trying to go straight up, you're going to be in trouble. So it's kind of more of a merge coming from a junction onto a motorway.
Yeah, it's exactly like what you would do in a lowered car. You would take it on an angle instead of going front forward and just ripping the front splitter off.
Yeah, that's the thing, and you want to make sure that you enter it where it's the kind of the smoothest possible angle for you. Let's see what Jackson does as he's coming just round there now. Again, you see he's already sort of kind of taking it at a different angle rather than going up. I think if you go up and hit it, you are going to unsettle the car. So it could be a flashpoint tonight. Welcome in, Laura. Thank you so much for joining us. Roberta is in there as well. B-I-R-B, Burb, is in there. So thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the bells. There's plenty more racing coming up on the SRW TV YouTube channel. That would be absolutely amazing. Halfway through qualifying, how do you see this turning out here, Steve? Obviously, you're going to be a bit biased for the likes of Josh King and Mitch Noble, you know, but do you see them being able to get up there?
Cheering for the boys out there. Look, I think Josh has got a better chance than Mitch does. Josh has been driving a lot better as far as his level's concerned in the last few weeks. He's really settled down and got a bit more consistency in his driving. Mitch has been driving out of his skin, but I think his run's a bit too late. I think his penalty round and plus a drop round has cost him a lot of points, because anyone who has a round ban, you get the drop round plus your ban as well. So you don't get to serve your drop round on your banned round. So it's going to be interesting to see how they pan it out.
Okay, well, we're going to see how Josh gets on air. He is sitting 8th overall at the moment in the AMS. Okay.
He's driving above his level, that's for sure.
Oh, mate, he's ahead of the Pro-Ams. He's ahead of Matty Feenley, Mark Cochrane, and they're leading the championship. So, fair play.
Doing really well. He might have to go up a level next season by the look of it.
Well, surely if he wins the championship, he'll go up anyway, won't he?
Yeah, generally does, yeah. Depending on what level of new drivers come in when we reassess the new drivers as well. But, there could be an influx of pros. You just don't know.
No, yeah.
Or there could be an influx of AMs come through. We don't know either. So we'll see what happens. But the boys have done a pretty good job this season. Apart from tonight they're a bit all over the place. Cam Hardwick, Mitch Noble, and Wayne Edwards are down the bottom, where they're usually around the middle. So it's a little bit of a mix-up, but not as bad as what it can be.
Yeah, Ben Faulkner's just put it on pole.
A rip of time.
Yeah, but DeBono's just gone in third. Faulkner's just put it on pole on a 148.412. So he has literally annihilated that. It's 149.412. So it was about 8 tenths quicker than Jackson Pringle. So whatever he has done has been absolutely amazing. I'm wondering, I am a little bit worried about young Sam Katkazinos here. We are aware his PC does not like the rain in iRacing.
But he's always put it up in the fight. He is the current Pro-Am champion of the Formula 3s as of last night. And Dylan DeBono was online for a championship win for the pros and got into a netcode situation where it destroyed him and put him down in the pack. And the poor bugger missed the title opportunity. And David Roberts took it out in the end. So it was quite an eventful night last night.
Oh, my dearie me. Look at Josh King. He has just gone and whacked in a 151.071 and has put that AM car in 4th overall.
Ooh, what the hell is going on there?
Oh my God!
He must love the water. I think Josh King must have a bit of a maybe he's got web feet.
I don't know whatever he's got, mate, but whatever he's got is resulting in pace for him. I don't know if he's been out absolutely hammering the practice sessions or what, but he has just been absolutely amazing. Dan Byrne comes over the line. Oh, he puts Josh down into 5th. What about DeBono? DeBono's just put his car in. Yeah, there's some quick times coming through now, but quick times. I'm wondering if people are starting to get used to the rain scenario. Josh King down into 6th now, but he's still ahead of some pros. He's still ahead of Pro-Ams, and Josh King, Jesus, he's got his flippers on the night.
I tell you what, Dan Bartucci has been a very consistent driver this season. He's really lifted his game. He's taken to the next level. His consistency was one of the things that was hurting him through season 1 and season 4 last year. But I found that he's out there and his aim is to finish each race and not get involved in too many incidents, and he's kept it a bit cleaner, a bit more consistent, and he seems to be up the pointy end a lot more now, so it's good to see.
Yeah, but he's one of them drivers you don't see until you pick him up like we just have. We haven't really mentioned Dan Bartucci at all. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, actually, hold on a minute, he's up there again. You know, he's gone about his... I can tell you one thing, that is not how you do that, Ty Delaney.
No, Ty Delaney is there's another one.
Yeah, I think there's Shady Ratcliffe going straight off behind him as well. Not Shane Ratcliffe, it looked like Doug Gowans, but one of them has just gone straight off behind him. That is not how you do that. But I've got a funny feeling that could be what we could be seeing here this evening as well. Rain is different, isn't it? It's an equaliser of people.
It is. It's not just the slippery side of it, like you see there. You take too much of the grass or the ripple strips, but it's also the puddles. You got to watch where the puddles are building and avoid them too, because it's like in the real car, it will dull the front end and let the front end aquaplane a bit as well. So it's the boys are going to have their hands full. 20-minute race, the first one, JP. So that's going to be hell for leather. Hopefully it'll stay clean. Look at that. These boys are really starting to struggle in that corner. It's like it's getting really wet in that one particular spot. And then the 40 minutes should settle down. I'm hoping we don't get an influx of safety cars, but something tells me with the way the heavens are opened up,
nah, you can't.
We could be in for a bit of a safety car parade.
No, they can't. I've got to declare it now that they can't. This track looks like it's got big enough, long enough runoffs that, as we see,
look at that.
Dougie Gowans. That was actually set up between me and Doug. Me and Doug spoke, and he said he was going to go and do that towards the end of qualifying if I put the car on him. So that's what I've done for Dougie Gowans. He said, I'll give you a show, James, on how not to take that corner. I said, all right, mate, you let me know when you're going to do it. So there you go. Shh, don't tell Dougie Gowans.
Exactly. As numbers are increasing and qualities is finishing, we've got 30 seconds left. The viewers are also increasing. We're up to 18, so we usually get around to 20 to 30 tonight. Please like and subscribe and ring that little doorbell so when we do come on, you'll know where we are. Who's your pick for tonight? A par? Okay. Let's pretend that Ben's not there. All right, because he's an absolute guru and a genius. Who's your pick for second place?
All right, I'm going to go through championships. All right, we'll do it that way. The way Josh King is driving at the moment, I can't see him not losing the AM championship and AM fight, right? So I'm going to go for Joshy King and the AMs for the race 1. The problem is Mark Cochran and Mitch Noble are so close together, but I think Mitch's improvement is in consistency. His consistency should get him taking the race 1 Pro-Ams. And if Dylan De Bono can actually get that car off the line, I reckon he could be a force and have a go at Mr. Faulkner. So that's the way I'm going. Let's bring you up the grid for race 1. Ben Faulkner is on pole with Jackson Pringle second, Dylan De Bono in third, and David Gallo fourth. Shane Ratcliffe in fifth, Dan Byrne in sixth, and Sam Katgazinos in seventh. Josh King Niam in eighth. Go Josh, you're smashing it. Dan Batouche in ninth. Great job from him once more. Dougie Gowans down in 10th, who give us that demo of how not to take the corner. Mark Cochran leads the Pro-Ams with Mitch Noble tucked up right behind him in 12th. Josh Houghton in 30th. Matty Feely's in the mix as well. He needs to get up with the two in front of him in the Pro-Ams to have a fight. Then we've got Brad Hayes in 15th. Ty Delaney, not going to be happy about that qualifying session. Not setting it up right. Not doing the car very well here in the rain. Cam Hardwick, 17th. Wayne Edwards, 18th. Greg Johnston down in 19th place. Stephanie Pickley at 20th. Ryan Price, 21st. Kevin Wakefield, 22nd. David Simmons, 23rd. And Chris Tomlin down in 24th. Needed to be higher. He needed to be Josh King level of racing, did Chris tonight. And unfortunately, he is nowhere near him on the grid. Shane Nowens in 25th. Russell Gander, 26th. Brendan Sober, 27th. Adam Hughes, 28th. Callum Hodgkinson down in 29th. And Ben Simpson, who is running there as well, is down the back end of the grid. But that's my pick, Steve. What are you going across the board?
Oh, look, it's a tough one, man. I'm looking at points and stuff like that. You know, if Matty Feely on Mark Cochran, there's only 5 points difference, and then Mitch Nell behind 13 points. So any one of those three, it's going to be interesting. They're going to be at the finish top and tail from each other. So that's going to be a tough one. Then you've got in the AMs, you know, again, Josh is 14 points ahead, but Chris Tomlin, mate, he doesn't need much. Where is he out there?
He's literally all the way down in 24th.
There he is, down 24th.
And that's the problem. So Joshy King's in 8th.
Yep. I'm going to put my camera on Mark Cochran, and we can see how they're going there and follow them down the track, mate. I'm just going to let it go. I don't know. I'm too. If I jig someone, I'll be cursing myself.
Okay. Well, let us know who you're rooting for in YouTube chat as well. That would be absolutely amazing, and we can see what goes on here when the lights come on and the smoke comes out and the rain continues to fall. It is wet across the board. Oh no! Hold on a minute.
They've done a great job with the rain effect, haven't they?
Hold on a minute. No.
That's right, mate.
Shane Ratcliffe. No, that's not Shane Ratcliffe. No, Dan Byrne and David Gallo are on dry tyres.
What?
That is what I have got.
Oh, well, the funny thing is, the sportsman that he is, Dougie Gowans goes, guys, do you realise you're on dry tyres?
5 lights. Ladies and gentlemen, the final round is green, green, green. Faulkner's got away off the line first. Jackson Pringle tucked into second with Dylan DeBono behind that. This is Shane Ratcliffe in fourth place. Surely Dan Byrne and David Gallo have made a mistake here. Surely they are not. Look at them, both of them just going round already. They've caused chaos. David Gallo spinning there rapidly. He gets into the front end. Dan Byrne is just not. I don't know what they've done or why they've done that, but whatever they've done, it ain't right here, Steve. Dry tyres at the beginning of this race. That is physically insane.
I think they just haven't ticked it on their setup. That's just, oh no. I feel for the boys. If they've done that by accident, oh, bad luck. It's one of those things. But straight away off the top of the bat, Ben Faulkner has stated his supremacy, and he is already pulling away from his teammate Jackson Pringle and Dylan DeBono sitting in third. These boys are going to set a nice target. It's going to be interesting to see what happens now. Looks like they're still trying to get back. They're struggling big time.
Yeah.
Oh, if you could be a bird on the wall, fly on the wall in their Discord right now, they will be kicking themselves.
Oh, mate, there's going to be... they'll be lucky if they don't get lapped, if they keep going round and round and round in circles. By the end of lap one here, David Gallo and Dan Byrne, unfortunately, both for them. But Shane Ratcliffe sitting in fourth at the moment. Josh King leading the abs. He's got Dan Batouche just about to come up the inside. Now, Dan has gone through. I don't think there was much of a fight there, to be honest with you, Steve. I think Josh was erring on the side of caution.
Yeah, I think he's learned his lesson. Don't race the guys in front of you. Just keep going. Someone has asked for permission to tow.
It's got to be one of the Carlins. Has to be.
I think he said 38.
78, David Gallo still going round. Dan Byrne trying to go in there. Wayne Edwards is into the pits. Ryan Price is in the pits. David Simmons is in the pits. It's a little bit bizarre to be in the pits there, but Ben Faulkner, Jackson Pringle.
A few of those boys had impact off one of the Carlin cars.
Oh, okay.
The further back one, as he came around the corner, they spun and they rotated into him. So those boys are fixing their cars. Oh no, Chris Tomlin's in the pits. Yeah. That's gonna hurt him and give Mitch Noble some. Josh is fighting against some space. Oh, you got to feel for the guys. You know what it is? You fight all season, and then it's amazing how it comes down to the last race and has it so close in points.
Oh, I tell you what, Mitch was close to Mark's rear end there as well as these guys continue to fight. This is where the battle's going to be, we believe, nestling down in the Pro-Ams. Cochrane, Noble and Feely, they're fighting it out for the top spots in the championship, okay? So there's not a lot of points. There's only 3, I believe, or 5, I think it is, actually, between Cochrane and Feely, with Noble not far behind as well on 13 points back. So this is where the fight's going to be. This is where we're going to keep an eye on to see what's going to happen there. Joshy King is ahead. He's in the AMS. He's ahead of Brad Hayes, who's not even fighting with him in the championship. So as long as Josh keeps his noddle on, shall we say, he should be good to go. Yeah. Ben Faulkner out in front. Leader.
Feely is just gone. Matty Feely has just rotated off the track. There he is. Matty Feely and Mitch Noble in the final few laps of last week's race was 0.03 of a tenth between them crossing the line. It was literally half a thickness of the front grille.
He's just got it all wrong in turn 1.
Car number 65 needs to readdress a position. I'm not sure who he's readdressing to, but he has been asked to readdress. Yeah.
He's going into turn 1, so whether or not that's already been done or not. Now, with Matty Feely going off, Cam is going... He's there. Matty Feely's alongside him. Feely does go up the inside, gets the job done. I'm not quite sure why that redress would happen, considering Matty looked like he lost it completely on his own. They're continuing to fight, but a great job from them guys there as well. And at the moment, Mitch Noble has overtaken Mark Cochrane. He's got the job done. Mitch is now out in front. Steve, we're going to need to get on the abacus here, so I'm not going to tell you that much, mate, to work this one out, because Mitch Noble and Mark Cochrane, I don't think this is going to be the first time we're going to see these two swap places.
No, I think there's going to be a lot of swapping tonight. I'm not going to get too excited until it comes near the closer end of the field. But have a look at Callan Hodgkinson, up 13 places, doing a stellar job, working his way up the field. He is the one of the lower pros, but he's working his way back and through the field. I'm not sure why he started late. Maybe he logged in late and had to hold back and get in on his rig. I know he's a busy man with work, but putting a nice drive into two teammates front and back of each other.
Yeah, Dan Byrne is back out on track. David Gallows decided, yeah, enough is enough. I'm probably just going to sit here until the end of this race. Down Batush, Sam Catgazinos just having a great little battle going down the start-finish right now. Batush in his customary green and white. Catgazinos in the inside. He's going to need to wash out, Dan. Oh, if you can hold it.
Mitch Noble needs to readdress. I didn't hear who to, though. I might see if I can get the race control when they do readdresses just to type it on the screen for us so we can see. I think he said car 15, but...
what's their contact here?
Oh, he's just said disregard readdress, so that's complete.
I think that's
there. Maybe that was the bump there. That was the bump there.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Unfortunately, you can't... They were alongside each other, right? You know what I mean? Let's try and be a little bit realistic about it.
Well, they did call the readdress off, so maybe they saw something in there that we didn't see as well. But they're spreading out a little bit tonight. We're quite used to seeing all these boys 310s, 410s. It's the rooster tail that's making it hard to see. You can see the boys trying to get, like we saw Dan just there, trying to move out of the way of the rooster tail just so he could see where he was going.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's weird, and I know this might sound bizarre when I say this, right? But it does work. Trust me. The closer you are in realism, you should be able to see more because that tail's not coming up smacking you in the face in the windscreen. You know, if you can get a little bit closer, you can bring it down to at least where the tail's hitting the bumper or hitting the bonnet, so it's not smacking you in the face in the windscreen. But the further away you are, you're going to get a mass effect of it. And we'll have a look here going down the start-finish curve almost. And you can see as they start getting up to speed, it goes higher and higher and higher and higher, and then it will just smack us in the face. And that's the thing. I know you've got to try and do that, but then you're relying on the other person not to make a mistake if you're tucked right up their bumper.
Entry into the inside part of the track, that was really hard to see then. Did you see that? It looks like there must be a bit of pooling of water there. Josh Horton's got himself a 149.159, so he's got the fastest lap of the race so far. He's doing a great job out there, up 9 places. Brad Hayes is off track somewhere, and he looks like he's settled in time behind Matt Feely. Josh Horton still doing an epic job. I mean, Josh King doing an epic job still at the front.
Yeah, Russell Gander's been off the circuit as well. Shane Nowens has had a moment. Mark Cochrane also has unfortunately had a moment there as well. Let's have a look and see what Mark got himself into. That's why he's dropped away. That's freed Mitch Noble. Oh, there was the overtake that went. Oh, no, Mark's just looks like he's dropped it all. Oh, and then helped round by Ty Delaney.
Oh, he's rotated around, and then because he's slowed down, it's slowed straight into the front of Ty Delaney's car by the look of it.
Yeah, that's freed Mitch Noble up in the Pro-Ams now, but we've got Wakefield, Johnston, Feely and Hodgkinson in these 4-car battle once again, and there's a 5th car in there as well. Wide. Yeah, great action taking place there as well. So let's see how these guys are getting on, and hopefully whether or not who's going to survive the rain here.
Well, this is it. It doesn't take much for a mistake to happen. Have a look at this. Who's this coming on the inside? Is that Callum? Yes, it is. Oh, he's taking a punt, making a move on John Greg Johnson there, because Greg Johnson's got one of the widest shoulders you've seen on a driver, that's for sure. He will put his shoulders out and make it hard for you to pass, that's for sure.
Yeah, Greg and Matty Feely there with Hodgkinson tucked in behind. Brad Hayes is trying to recover once more. These guys are running almost nose to tail, bit hard in the rain, as we say, because it is a slippery surface. But Dan Batush is managing to hold on from Dougie Gowans. Looks like Stephanie Pickley's just had her own little moment there. Ryan Price been off the side of the circuit. Matty Feely also off the circuit again for poor old Matty. This is twice now. And I've got
pushing a bit hard.
Yeah, he's overdriving, isn't he?
Yeah.
He knows he needs to get near Mitch Noble, but
same spot too.
Yeah,
it's the same spot,
and he's just making mistakes. It's easier if he just doesn't push and gets back into the driving that we have seen from him previously. Do you know what I mean? As we've got 10 minutes remaining.
I've just noticed Jamie Davis is in the Team SW Motorsports chat room, and he's obviously spotting for the boys and giving them some tips. So. Who are we missing tonight? We're missing Brad. That's who we're missing. The fourth musketeer is missing tonight. I think I did hear he was Crook, so maybe that's why he's not here tonight.
Yeah, you can see Dan Batush, Dougie Gowans side by side almost as well. That could have ended bad for one of them.
It's live to fight another day, isn't it? We've got what do we got? 8 minutes left. So it's live to fight another day, get a bit closer and make it safer. Dougie's taking the wide road out there, trying to maintain a bit of pace coming out of that corner. Let's see if he can get in and underneath him into the first corner. Got the draft.
We did say, we were talking in the green room before about circuits, and this kind of looks a little bit more of a purpose-built circuit rather than some of the others that we've watched. But it is got his challenges. They're coming off the banking down through the corners, going onto the banking from the last corner is looking tough for some of these ones as well. Dougie Gowans has got that great middle section wrapped up now. Is he going to be able to make the move going down into the right-hander? He's going to be looking, he's got to be looking, but is that just looking to where he's going? Is he going to go and have a go? Dougie Gowans, not. Yes, no, yes, I don't know. Oh, no.
He's thought better of it, I think. He thought better of it. I think he's trying to put the pressure on and get the spin going. Yes, Brad is participating tonight in the vets. I did forget that. Laura and Jamie have just told us that, yes, he is in there spotting as well. So he's looking after the boys while Brad Anderson is competing in the vets for the first time tonight for the opening of season, whatever it is tonight.
Oh no, DeBono!
Oh, Dylan DeBono! Oh, he's just lit it up on his own there, didn't he?
Yeah, picked him up just in time. Him and Josh Howard were having a great little battle. The times had come right down, and Dylan DeBono has dropped it all on his Todd. Oh. He's racing the old man's racing, apparently.
He's racing the old man's racing?
Yeah, that's what Laura just said on YouTube.
I've put my screen on these boys here, so that way you can flutter around all over the place if you want. Because these boys have been entertaining us for all night, haven't they? They've been putting on the fight. I think the only other fight really is Greg Johnson, Matty Healy. Again, two out-of-class drivers fighting each other. Doesn't matter what class you're in, I'll tell you what. If the boys are 2 classes below you or not, they will not give you that position. You will need to fight for every crumb for it.
The thing is, as well, rain kind of ends up putting people all over the place. And I don't see the reason why they need to be rolling over and that. You know what I mean? I'd go for it. Have some of it, race whoever, because let's face it, they're getting a little bit spread out now. And Dan Batush, Dougie Gowans still going at it. Can Doug get through? He's there. He's on the inside. Dan's giving him the room. Oh, the Doug.
Oh, look at that. The blue flag are in the way, and they've just managed to... Oh, no, he's kept it. Well done by Dan Batush.
Oh, I thought Dougie was going to make that one through. It's stellar driving.
Yeah, that was some very slick driving.
Yeah, the fact that he made it and lost a position almost, it looked like he had... Oh, Dan! He almost looked like he had lost a position there and then manages to get it back around the outside. Great run from Dan Batush.
Very well. if you look at the timing table at the moment, it's all starting to sort itself out into pro-ams and AMs. Apart from actually the pro-ams are scattered everywhere at the moment. They're all over the place, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're the ones that have been off the side of the circuit, haven't they? Matt Feely's been off, Mark Cochrane's been round, Ryan Price, Wayne Edwards, they've all had a bit of a rough
Mitchy
one.
Noble has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to Matty Feely. Because Feely's dropped himself down. Josh has got Kevin Wakefield, Joshua King, which is 6 seconds.
2 seconds, Steve. Then side by side. Doug's on the outside, Dan's on the inside. Oh, Dougie sweeps around the outside like a road sweeper picking up the rubbish. Got the job done there from Dougie Gowans.
Yeah.
Ah, mate, he just swept around that outside line, didn't he? Yeah.
Made him really work for that one, but it's not over. It's not over. Dan Bartucci's is going to keep hunting him down and keep going for it. Dan Bartucci's race line's a little bit different to Dougie's now when you watch him from behind in the chasing position. He's changed his line a little bit. You watch, he seems to take the corners a little bit different.
But is he trying to move out? That's the issue. Shane Nowens has been off the side of the circuit. Russell Gander, David Gallo, Ty Delaney again has also been off. Ty is not having the best evening here, this young lad, unfortunately. Not having a good one for Ty Delaney. He's in 10th. He's up 6 places, but it's not where we expect normally we see Ty on the racetrack.
Yeah, he's usually a little bit more consistent. He's had a bit of an off season near the back end of the season. He started off really well. Maybe too many commitments, too much work being done. I'm not sure.
Do you reckon racing in multiple leagues as well affects you? Because obviously you're not concentrating on one car.
Yeah. Look, I try to spread myself around because I just love racing. And I guess I'm crap in any car, so it doesn't really matter to me. When I'm out there and I'm racing, I like to do the V8s, I like to do the open wheeler, and I like to do this car. But it'll be a while before I get back.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big old bump there. That's brought Shane Ratcliffe right into play with Bartucci. Gowans has made his way up the road. Ratcliffe's going to come in now. Is he going to look at the inside? He's had a look, thought about it. Bartucci's closed the door, turned around and said, no, let's not even think about it. Ratcliffe's like, well, I did, but I didn't go for it. But if you keep leaving me gaps like that, I'm going to have you, son. So Shane Ratcliffe putting down Bartucci under all sorts of pressure here. Round the right-hander they go. This infield section, they've got four more corners of this infield section before they get back out on to the oval. They haven't got long left here, Steve, and we've haven't, I can say, all the way through, picked up on this man. Ben Faulkner out in front, 1.8 seconds, dominated again.
Yeah, he's just a weapon, isn't he? There's no other way I can describe him. He's an absolute weapon. I'd love to be able to be out there and drive like he does. Obviously, nowhere near the caliber, but yeah, he goes out there. He's in cruise control, mate. He's doing 150s, 34. He's got the best lap of 148.898. Who's that? Looks like a rear ender. Just one of the Webb boys.
Soper's just been off there as well.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the final lap of this race here as well. I think we may see Barney 1:4:50 being the lap time. There he is on the right hand side. It is at the final lap. Whatever these guys are going to do, they haven't got long now to do it. It's the final lap of the race. Faulkner's out in front, then Pringle, then Houghton. It's a Vermilion 1, 2, 3. Then we go down into the Pro-Ams. Mitch Noble's just got to keep it on the circuit here. He's just about to start his final lap now again. He's got Ty Delaney as a buffer behind that. Josh King, oh no,
Joshy spun it.
Get it round.
What's he doing on the last lap?
I don't know, but
no, Josh, no. Well, he's got 5 seconds on Kevin, but there goes Kevin coming around the corner. That's going to cost him a bit of points. That's going to cost him a bit of points.
He's going to come around and start his final lap now. Josh, you got to go, son. You have got to go. You need these positions. You're just lucky, I think. No,
he does.
He might be all right here. And I'll say that because Tomlin is nowhere near him. Nowens is nowhere near him. So He might
And
be all
Russell
right.
Gander is the one underneath that. The only one that can catch up is Greg Johnson. Greg Johnson is 28 points behind. Kevin is 30-something points behind. No, he's a lot more than that. It's 28 from the guy in front of him, the way this ladder's done. Total points for Greg Johnson, 576. Realistically, it's really between Tomlin and Joshua. The gap is 137 points to the guys behind him, so he's still pretty good. Even though he did miss that top step, he's done okay.
Yeah, you know, so there's De Bono and Cat Gazinos. We'll pick up on them very, very shortly because this man is coming over to wrap up a Vermilion 1, a Vermilion 2, and a Vermilion 3. It's a 1, 2, 3. Great job from these guys as they come over the line. Ben does some celebratory spins and sickeningly he holds on to it the other side as well. That would have been me in the wall. Cat Gazinos did lose that place to De Bono. Ratcliffe, well, he's having a go here with Bartouche. They've got one more corner. It's to bounce up onto the oval. Bartouche is going to takes that little bit of a longer line, which is what we said. It's going to be a run down to the line. I don't think the draft is going to be that strong in this rain here, and I got a funny feeling Dan Bartouche is going to come over the line and take it. What's going on down in the AMs? Well, it's Wakefield. Oh, it's not Wakefield. It is. There's somebody up in the circuit there as well. I think that's that looks like Ty Delaney.
Yeah.
Wakefield's got one more.
Wakefield's got it in front of Johnson, and these guys are fighting it to the end.
Oh,
Look at them go. Look, pretty close. 1, 2, 3. That just shows you how close the AMs are.
Yeah, but King has got to be kicking himself.
Yeah, he's still in a great position, though.
Yeah, 10 seconds, though.
Yeah. The only thing that has really changed a lot is the Pro-Ams. Because Mark Cochran, who was leading by 5 points from Matty Feely and 18 points from Noble, Cochran has finished 8 places behind Mitch, and Matty Feely 7 places behind Mitch. So that top 3 are a lot closer now. If I can get one of the team in the back end to do some point strategies for us, that would be absolutely awesome because it's very, very close and it's a heat. So I'd be, flying blind here.
Are you saying you can't do maths on the fly, Steve?
I am shit house.
Well, there you go. Confession from Mr. Steve Sinkovic. You can't do maths while he talks, everybody. And whoever says men can't multitask? Hey, I think Steve's proving that point now. But here are the results from.
Actually, I know someone. See if I can get Jamie Davis to see if he can do them for us.
Okay, mate. Well, let's bring you up the results. Ben Faulkner wraps. It brings up the 1, 2, 3. Jackson Pringle, Josh Houghton for the Vermilion boys. Dylan De Bono in 4th. Sam Katkazinos in 5th. Doug Gowns in 6th. Dan Bartouche in 7th. Shane Ratcliffe 8th. Mitch Noble takes the Pro-Am win in front of Ty Delaney in 10th. Kevin Wakefield takes the AM. Gwen Johnston 2nd. Josh King, you got to be kicking yourself there, son, as he threw away the AM win. Matty Feely, Mark Cochran round out the Pro-Am's podium. Brad Hayes in 16th, Callum Hodgkinson 17th, Wayne Edwards 18th, and Russell Gander all the way down in 19th. Then you got Ryan Price, David Simmons, Shane Nowen, Stephanie Pickley, Cam Hardwick, Chris Tomlin, Dan Byrne, Brendan Soper, and David Gallo. Hopefully for Byrne and Gallo, they get the right tyres on this time. Then you've got behind that Adam Hughes. It doesn't look like Adam Hughes or Ben Simpson took to the start, but I think that's going to be one of the things as well, isn't it, Steve, to make sure you got the right tyres on for race number 2?
Yeah, put the right tyres on, boys. Here's your update. Cochran leads by 1 point over Mitch, and Feely is 5 points behind Mitch Noble. And in the Pro-Ams, it's a 6 points difference, and Josh King leads by 38 points.
And that's in the
top
AMs.
3 of the Pro-Ams. Top 3 of the Pro-Ams are all 6 points difference, man. That's so close. So it's going to be between Cochran, Feely, and Noble in this race.
All right.
Not much biscuits to go. Not much biscuits at all.
Oh, Mitch Noble's going to be on the front row. Top 10 reverse. Mitch Noble, Ty Delaney's going to be on the front row. Matty Feely, Mark Cochran are going to be where they finished. So they're going to be 15 spots behind him.
Yeah. He's put himself in an almighty fantastic position by finishing there.
Yep, he has done so well. I tell you what, that's what he needed. That is exactly what he needed there. So, yeah, great job from Mitch.
Interesting time. Oh, who's that in the pits?
It's one of the Carlins
boys losing control in the pits and goes straight smack into the wall. He's taken off. Has he got slicks on again? Has he not learned?
He has.
Are you serious?
Hold on. Was that David Gallo? He's just hold on, yeah. He has.
Yes, right into the wall.
He had when we looked at that replay, he had dry tyres on.
He had dries on again. Just
according to the timing tower.
Oh my goodness, he's playing games with us, isn't he? Well, that was you know what? All the boys out there did an exceptional job. Viewers, if there's someone you want to watch, someone you want to see, please let us know. Do like and subscribe. We're nearly there from our 1,200 subscribers, which is a mini milestone. Better than no milestone. Yeah, that's going to be interesting, mate. This next round is going to be a lot more on the line. It's going to be safe. I think if I was out there, I just want to play it safe. Just stay clean.
Yeah, I
too many titles on the line.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Yeah, for Noble, he can't be silly. He can't be silly. Josh had an opportunity and finishing where he finished. He should still be okay going into that final round.
Josh is 38 points clear. Josh is. Yeah, it's Jamie Davis just stated the obvious that Ben Faulkner has taken out the pro title. Yeah, I think he can pretty much park it in the pits now and get dry and sit in front of the heater, and he's got it done.
Yeah, But I feel he's got to do
Laura's saying SRW boys could be two SRW boys winning a title tonight. Yes, Laura, possibly could. But I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to jinx it. And then people will start thinking that they were cheating.
And then we've got the RC boys as well, if there's any protests after. So we'll have to bring it. We'll have to say it'll be provisional results, won't we?
Provisional, correct. That's as in that we don't like I haven't even done provision. I haven't done the big postings from Facebook and stuff like that because there's a few things that we're putting in. We need to allow 24 hours for tickets and stuff like that. Anyway, mate, the grid is up.
Yeah, Ty Delaney is going to take to the pole position with Mitch Noble in second, Shane Ratcliffe third, Dan Batush in fourth, Dougie Gowan's fifth, Sam Katkazinos in sixth, then De Bono, Houghton, Pringle and Faulkner round out the top 10. Then we go into the AMs with Kevin Wakefield there with Greg Johnson, Josh King in 13th. Then you've got Matty Feely, Mark Cochran. You've got some work to do, boys. You're going to have to turn that car into a hovercraft. Brad Hayes in 16th, Callum Hodgkinson 17th, then Wayne Edwards, Russell Gander, Ryan Price, David Simmons, Shane Nowen, Stephanie Pickley and Cam Hardwick behind that one there. Oh, hold on. What are you doing? Oh, there we go.
Trying to split itself.
Yeah, Chris Tomlin, Dan Byrne, Brendan Soper, David Gallo. Hopefully, they've got wet tyres on this time. I'll keep an eye on the tyre compounds as they start getting onto the grid there, Steve. But the boys at the back need to make sure they've got the right tyres. And for Mitch Noble, he's got to keep it clean, hasn't he? Surely he doesn't want to make any. Yeah, he doesn't want to make any silly mistakes.
He doesn't want to be racing those guys at the front. Just keep it clean. Let them try to pass you. That's the name of the game. I mean, he's guys that he's competing with. They're like crikey, Matty Feely, Mitch Noble. Sorry, Matty Feely and Mark Cochran. Their Feely is in 14th place and Cochran is in, where is he? there he is in
15th.
15th, straight underneath him.
Yeah.
And with Josh King, he's got to worry about is basically Chris Tomlin. After that, Shane Newlands is too far away, and Chris Tomlin's in 25th place. So Josh just needs to finish clean as well. So if they're going to be smart about it, that's the way to win the titles.
Yep, I agree. Generational talent, Ben Faulkner. Yeah, he did
I believe his dad was a bit of a driver as well.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Someone's just informed me that Cochrane has dropped out due to packet loss. Let me just check my screen.
I can't see him.
No, he's back. He's back. And Brendan Soper has manual disconnected, so he's having issues down there at the bottom.
Yep. Well, let's see what goes on. Enjoy the final race of the season 2 of 2024. It's got quick, isn't it, Steve?
Oh, it has, man. It has. It's been spectacular, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure being in the box here with you, JP. Learning a hell of a lot from your dulcet tones and appreciating
why does everybody call them
looking after me up here.
Why does everybody call them dulcet tones? What does that even mean?
I don't think your tones are dulcet at all, mate. But I think it's just an expression of nice, clear tones. You're more of a what's it?
Be nice, Steve, because you want me to come back next season. Yeah? So be nice. You know.
Yeah, no, you're like one of the Goonies, yeah.
Goonies.
Welcome to the street one day. You know that song? Saw this mouse on fire.
No.
I won't go into the old goodies. What are those comedians called? All those old pommy comedians. I actually went to one of their pubs in London. I'll have to remember who they are. Come on, boys. We ticking. 4 seconds past. Mitch Noble on the front of the grid in the sexy Team SRW Shannon's livery.
Yeah,
Looks like no one wants to grid around him.
Not too biased, eh? Steve Sinkovic up here in the booth. You know what I mean? Where is everybody else?
I try not to be, man. It's hard when you're a proud dad.
Yeah, I bet. Where's everybody else then? Come on, what's going on? How long's gridding time?
I'm waiting for Jackson Briggle, Josh Horton, Dylan DeBono, Sam Kirkazinos, Doug Gowan, Shane Ratcliffe. Oh, it's the Velocity boys having last-minute pep talk.
I don't know, but whatever they're going to do, they're either that or they're just not coming in. They've got about 5 seconds. There's one.
They're not going to pull it, are they?
There's two.
Here they go. Here they are. They're all coming in now. And then Jackson Pringle and Josh Horton there from Vermilion.
How long do we give them to grid up here, Steve? How long's gridded up time?
Say again, mate?
How long's gridding up time?
Well, at the moment it's gone 5:22. It's normally 3 minutes. But obviously, if they're in the series and they
there's no Shane Ratcliffe.
Wait.
No Shane Ratcliffe. Here we go. 5 lights now. We are green.
What the hell was that?
Nobody went anywhere. But I'll tell you, one man that did was Dan Batu. She's got an absolute flyer.
Oh, look at him go. 3 wide. Noble's in behind. Tied to Laney. Keep it clean, lads. Oh, Ben Faulkner's behind him. They're nearly rotating each other around. 2 wide at the first corner. The boys are finally making it clean. Oh, look at that dive from... Is that Horton on the inside of the Bono?
Horton on the inside of the Bono. Kakazinos is in there. Dan Batouche all mixing it up. We've got Jackson Pringle out in the race circuit as well. You can see them flooding through. Mitch Noble's down into 7th. There's an incident at the back. Oh, there's an incident.
I think it's Nowlands.
Yeah,
no, it's Tomlin.
Tomlin, Byrne, Edwards and Price all got caught up in that one, but Sam Kakazinos takes the lead. Dan Batouche in second with Joshie Houghton in third. It's a 40-minute race, let's not forget, here on this run And a great job there. Ben Faulkner is only up 2 places. He's got Mitch Noble in front of him. Joshie King leading the arms. He's retaking them positions. Got the job done from Josh. Ben there just about to try and come up the inside of Mitch. Steady. Through they go, gets the job done there as well for Mitch Noble. So Ben Faulkner going past Mitch Noble, and job done for him there, Steve. But that was a bit of a messy start.
It was. It looked like there was one car that actually dipped to the right then, like completely at 90 degrees at one point. The I'll tell you what, he's got some pace, that Ben, isn't he? He's already up how many places? 4 places already. Is that Ty Delaney struggling out there, going out wide? Is he going to wrestle it with Mitchy Noble? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Noble's got to keep this gap of Jackson Pringle behind him and Matty Feely, so he's got the gap of over 6 points, because that's where he needs to be.
Well, he's only got Jackson Pringle in the middle between them before they all get back together. If Mitch can turn around and say he's had a bad start, this would be one of them. He's down 6 places from where he started already, and he hasn't got long. They've got 38 minutes. There's a bit of, oh, Mitch! Oh, don't get yourself a penalty!
Oh, watch it, stay clean, stay clean. I can't remember who that was, but there's a drive-through penalty for Russell Gander.
Faulkner's gone round.
265. Oh,
was that?
He has gone round. Has he done it on his own?
Yeah, he's already sliding.
Yeah, he has. He's done that on his own. Looks like it, is he?
Yep.
Oh, he has. He's done that on his own. He's lost the rear end. Oh, and he's just gone the wrong side of that fence as well.
Sam Katkazinos
on the outside.
Yeah, Katkazinos and Batush in second. Katkazinos third. De Bono in third as he's sitting in behind these front 2. Joshie King leading the arms. Mitch Noble only just leading the pro-ams. It's going to come down to the final. I don't think this is going to be done here, Steve. I think we're going to be talking about this right the way up until the final lap.
We're going to be talking about it all the way through. I tell you what, Mr. Bartouche is set it alight. He's had a great start, and he's relinquished 1 place, but he's still doing really well. Look at that puddle just there they drove through.
Yeah. Rain's still coming down. It's not easing up at all. You can see from the cockpit of Dan Batush, that's exactly what he's looking at. De Bono's tucked him right behind him. Onto that start-finish straight they go. They're going to be going over to the line, that difficult dip off into turn 1. Who's going to be able to get the job done? Through they go into what is literally just a puddle fest going on to that entry. Through turn 2, the left-hander they go now. It is on board with De Bono. Oh, wrestling the car. Absolutely wrestling that car, Steve.
Yeah, that is the way. When it's an absolute battle. There's no one is being able to hold the smooth steering wheel at all. It's like every second look at that traction brake straight away. He's doing well to control it. He's really muscling that car around. There's another drive-through coming through. No, I thought I heard one, but no. But I tell you what.
Oh, the free Pringle. Delaney and Noble.
Top clear. He's done well. Oh, look at that. 2 wide, Delaney.
He's just struggled. Delaney was on pole. He's now down 7 places in 8th. He's another man that struggled at this race circuit.
Yeah,
Mitch Noble managing to hang on. He's got 2 cars now before they get to Matty Feely and Mark Cochrane. He's got to try and stay ahead of there. Joshie King staying ahead of Brad Hayes, Kevin Wakefield, Gwen Johnson. His closest rivals, Chris Tomlin. I think we can safely say that if he stays where he is, could be game over. But Katkazinos, Batush, De Bono still scrapping it out once more as they're coming into that tricky last section. Katkazinos on the outside. Is he going to sweep round? Oh, he got the car stopped. Great job from him.
R11, Dylan De Bono, lap number 2, incident responsibility. Got a drive-through.
No.
228, incident responsibility as well. Ben Faulkner on lap number 2.
Yeah.
Incident I think that must have been... Yep, 2 of those boys have been chopped out. It must have been that bit of carnage we saw at the back there.
Yeah, these guys taking it 3 wide.
Look at this.
This
just overlapped him from outside to inside.
Dan Byrne trying to run around
Kevin
there.
has gone off. Did Kevin go off track then to let them through?
No, he went off track because he made a mistake. I think he made a mistake there. Faulkner trying to come back through the field. He's got Brad Hayes next, but at the moment he cannot shift the way from Dan Byrne from the Carlins Motorsport. Byrne tucked him right behind him at the moment, and keeping an eye on the front ones as well. Dougie Gowans, Joshy Houghton, Katagazinos and Bartouche still continuing to fight it out on the Steves. That's the battle of the arms sitting in the bottom right-hand corner. Now we go to the lead. Katagazinos and Bartouche, they're dropping Gowans, they're dropping Houghton. Houghton's just about to try and send it on Gowans, is he? No, Bartouche goes in a little bit too deep as well. He loses a little bit of time to Katagazinos. It's all going up for here, Stephen. They're all trying to work their way through the field.
Yeah, okay. We've got some chatter going on in the background, mate, so I'm going to catch you up on that. There's the penalties that we've been given. There's drivers giving the excuses, and I think someone just got themselves a black and white for chitter-chatter on there. But they're everyone seems pretty well behaved back there. I'm just looking at the lineup at the moment. Matty Feely and Mark Cochran. Mark Cochran currently on the standings with before this race started, this heat started, he was 1 point clear. Matty Feely was 6 points behind Mitch Noble. So these boys need to giddy up if they want to catch him tonight. We've got Joshua King. Yeah, Tomlin is struggling tonight, isn't he, mate? He did a really good job in the wet the other day.
Yeah, he don't seem to. But then again, so is Ty Delaney. So, you know, maybe it's just one of them circuits as we spoke about all season. As you can see on your screen now, it's Katagazinos, Bartouche, Houghton.
Ooh, sandwich!
3 wide, ain't going to work. It's not going to work there, I'll tell you what.
Bartouche has left him. He's left him space, Bartouche. Well done by the young fella keeping that clean.
It's not giving up though. You can see Bartouche on the right. He's trying to go back up the inside now of Houghton. Houghton's got the option of running around the outside. He has got that done. It looks like Bartouche jeopardised his exit by running so tight there. Mitch Noble still got 2 cars between him and Matty Feely. That gap to him and Feely is about 6.7 seconds at this moment in time. So great job there. Looks like Wakefield's been off the side of the circuit. Adam Hughes has jumped back to the pit. Stephanie Pigley looks like she's had another little bit of a mare of a night. David Gallo, Dan Byrne, Brad Hayes, Josh King, Callum Hodgkinson. Ben Faulkner is now down in 10th, but I believe he has been through the pits for a drive-through, and there was somebody...
Bono just got straight through then. Did you see that?
Yeah. I picked up the little left-hand seat. You see De Bono coming in now. He's on the brakes, he's on the brakes, he's on the brakes. Oh, he just couldn't stop.
Yeah, you know what he's done? He didn't expect that car to change lanes in front of him to avoid hitting him. He's actually sacrificed his own car then. Well, I mean, good on you, Dill, but gee, that was unfortunate too. I don't know how he's going to slow down to stop hitting that car. That was almost, I don't know, that was almost changing lanes under brakes. I don't know.
Self-sacrificing, wasn't it, there from Dylan De Bono?
It was. It was very self-sacrificing. Just see that the watch the puddle that splash that just goes up when they join the outside to the inside. That's giving some of these boys a bit of problems as well.
Josh King's just been overtaken from Byrne. Around there goes Jackson Pringle. So Bartouche is going to come through. Is Dougie Gowan's going to get him? He is. Ty Delaney as well.
We've got a tower. Dylan has got his car smashed, so he not sure where he is on track, but he has asked for a tow. Safety car has been called. Safety car has been called. Oh, this is going to be interesting. 10-minute mark. Safety car has been called. And we've got Josh Morton leading the race. Sam Kinakazinos. Mitch Noble in 3rd. Dan Bartouche 4th. Jackson Pringle 5th. 6th, Dougie Gowans. Ty Delaney 7th. Matty Feely 8th. Mark Cochran 9. Callum Hodgkinson 10. Will these boys be going in for a pit stop?
Time will tell. I don't think they've actually got to, though, have they?
I don't know if they've got enough fuel for it, to be honest. let me have a look to see how much they're carrying. They're carrying tonight fuel cap at 37%. So I'd say they probably do need a pit.
Yeah, well, I'd be surprised if they don't take this opportunity then.
Yeah.
Cat Casinos has got in.
Here we go.
Why would you not? If they're required to pit, why are they not pitting under safety car? You lose less time, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Safety car is in turn 2.
Unless the pit lane
maybe
isn't.
they think they're going to finish on fuel.
Unless the pit lane isn't open yet, but
yeah,
I don't get why you wouldn't.
Jamie Davis, you're in the pit room with the boys. Let me know. They got how's the fuel going with everyone? Is everyone going to need to pit or not? What's the fuel straight out there?
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out on that one. But we are under safety car. There it is. There, in front.
Safety car has the leader. I'll go to Callum Hodgkinson in 10th place for my cam.
Well, let's see how we get on, but we have got a safety car here. And that was due to Dylan De Bono being unfortunately off the side of the circuit, requesting the tow back to the pit lane. So Dylan De Bono there. Sam Cat Casinos just looked like he's had his own little moment. That can't have been under the safety car, surely.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, Sam, what did you do?
Oh no, he's disappeared. His computer.
It's just gone. No, it's back, gone, back, gone, back, gone.
Well, actually, this is the longest Sam has survived on the grid during a rainy night. I just saw this beautiful picture from one of the angles of the orange lights from the grandstand reflecting across the track. It looked sensational on my PC.
Sam's still here? No, he's out. Sam is out by the looks of it. So.
Oh no. Oh, he hasn't disconnected on. No, drop packet loss.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now's the time to try to get back in, so you get at least the back of the grid. But he was sitting in a great position. Well, everyone in the room had thoughts of a no-stop race from here. Ooh. So they reckon that the amount of time behind safety car might have enough fuel to get to the end. Oh, Jamie, this could be very interesting.
What do you think?
Very interesting. The boys have all caught up just about, waiting for Shane Newens to catch up. He's 7 seconds off the back. Stephanie Bacoli is 13. So I'd say they're waiting for them and Ben Simpson to catch up before they go. They've slowed it. Pit exit is open. Mr. Ratty got called into work. Oh, that sucks, mate. Shane Ratcliffe. That's why he left the session. Low fuel burn being wet. I think they can make it. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Keep an eye out.
Sam Casinos is back. Where is he? On track. He's probably trying to get out and chase him down.
Well, where is Sam? No, I've still not got him in the session.
Yep, he logged back in, Sam. So,
but has he landed? Yeah, he's on his way out now. He's on his way out.
He's on his way out. Yep.
So, okay, go.
That's the pic right there on my camera. Did you see that? The lights and the reflection look pretty cool.
We are under safety car. We are 16 minutes in of the 40. 24 to go. as long as I've done 40 minus 16 correctly. Here.
One more lap.
Is he in this lap?
No, he's doing one more lap.
Okay.
He's doing one more lap. He's waiting for Ben Simpson to catch up on, looks like it, and Wayne Edwards has got a bit of a gap. He's just caught up, Wayne. Looks like Ben Simpson and Sam Kiligazinos are the only two tail waggers. I think they're waiting for them to catch up, but either way, they'll probably go in this next one now. Pit lane is closed. I can hear these cars, just the buzz of these little engines. This is going to be a sprint to the end. Well, it's 20 minutes, yeah. 20. It'll be about 22 minutes by the time the safety car comes around.
Mitch Noble sitting in second, Josh King in 11th. So we'll be able to see how these guys get on. Your winner of the pros is Ben Faulkner, who's all the way down in 18th at this moment. Whoa!
Oh, that was close. Was that Ty? No, it was Webb.
Chris Tomlin.
Was that Chris Tomlin, was it?
Yeah, Chris from LCR. So, yeah. That's just basically check it up and not everybody check it up and then not seeing that situation. But safety cars should go in this time around, and then we will be up and running for the final part of the race of season 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bells, do all the other fancy jazz you can do here. Hope you've enjoyed the season. I have as well. It's absolutely flown by this season, Steve. It's been quick.
It has. It's been quick. I think it just means we've had a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. Just recapping for everyone, Ben Faulkner has won the championship, so that's all in the bag. In the Pro-Ams, we've got Mitch Noble leading his compatriots that he's fighting for. They're 6 points difference between the three of them. Matty Feely and Mark Cochran, they're sitting in 7th and 8th. So Mitch is in a commanding position. Cochran is leading the championship at this point by 1 point. And Matty Feely is 5 points behind Mitch. In the AMs, we've got Joshua King leading by a fair bit there on Chris Tomlin. So Chris Tomlin has got to get right up there and beat him basically to get it. So Josh needs to finish clean, and that's it. And he's got it. Car is pulling away.
Safety car pulling away this time around. We've got Joshie Houghton is going to be your leader. Mitch Noble tucked in behind. Safety car making an escape down the road. Dan Batouche, Jackson Pringle, Doug Gowans, Ty Delaney are your top 6, with Matty Feely, Mark Cochran, Callum Hodgkinson, Dan Byrne and Josh King. You fire rounding out the top 11. And here we go now, though, on to that start-finish straight we go. Huh?
They're going. No, he slowed them down. He's not going. He hasn't gone yet.
He has now. Joshie Houghton gets this underway. We've got 20 minutes remaining as they come into turn 1. Noble sitting in second, Batouche third, Pringle in 4th. We've got Matty Feely, Ty Delaney going side by side with Mark Cochran in that mix as well. What about Wakefield? He's got Faulkner tucked up right behind him. Ben Faulkner's going to try and make his way through the field. He'll see how far he can get. If he can get that car stopped, he does do. What about Cochran? Well, him and Feely are now in second and third, nose to tail, and then behind that you got Dan Byrne, Ty Delaney and Callum Hodgkinson scrapping it out, but Josh Houghton opening up a 1.5 second lead here, Steve, already.
He's got the clear there and he's going for it. He's got nothing to worry about there. Batouche is still fighting there with Pringle. 033 Kevin Wakefield has got himself a drive-through penalty for a poor rejoin before the safety car came out earlier on during the race itself, so he's got to do a bit of a drive-through as well. Look at the way these boys are weaving and trying to get some clean air.
Yeah, they're trying to see where they're going to be. It's hard when you're breaking points covered up. David Simmons looks like he's had an incident there. Hodgkinson, Byrne, that's Delaney running very slowly. They are literally on tiptoes, aren't they? They look like they've got nothing underneath them.
Callum Hodgson's car through that section there, they must have gone a bit slower than normal because he had nothing in the rear end. He was just wiggling like crazy. But you've got to be careful here. He's going to get him on the brakes. Is he going to be able to make it safe through there? He has. He's done it very clean. And the Carling, he's overstepped it, but he's kept it.
Can he get it
Will he
stopped?
keep it in the next corner?
He managed to
that
get
was
it
close.
stopped.
That was very close.
Yeah, he did. Oh, then he's locked up going onto the oval. You saw the front right lock up there. And kept it going. Faulkner's now into 12th place. He's got David Gallo, Ty Delaney, Hodgkinson in front here with Josh King behind him. Josh, I wouldn't have expected to fight that. Gallo's just trying to go up the inside here. Faulkner's
Ben's trying to go three wide for that bit. Has he done that? Look at the pace he's kept. That's a great little move on the inside. Oh, looks like Ty has just gone a little bit wide. Oh, get hold of it, Ty. Get a hold of it.
Yeah, he's struggling.
He has. He's side by side with Josh. Is that Bartouche behind them? No, that's Ryan Price.
Yeah. Ryan Price there behind them ones. Bartouche is here.
Oh, he's really struggling on the wet tonight. Really struggling.
Yep. Oh, Dougie Gowans.
Oh, Gowans. Was that a touch or he just went wide?
He went wide. It was all on his own, unfortunately, for Dougie Gowans. Mark Cochran, Dan Byrne. Oh.
It's on the edge, isn't it? It's just on the edge. You can see everyone squirming in the front slide and the rear end slide. Look, Callum Hodgkinson's car. He's so unsettled in the rear end, and everyone is driving on that knife's edge. That's it. Mitch, nice and clean. Mr. Pringle, very nice pass there on Mitch Noble for second place. So we've got now the Vermilion boys sitting in first and second.
Yeah. You got Mitch Noble, Dan Bartouche, Feely, Cochran, Byrne. Faulkner's now into the 8th place. He's got Dan Byrne in front. It looks like Kat Kazinas has had an incident. Wakefield's been off track. Josh King has also had a moment here. Oh, look at Wakefield in the back there. Oh.
What's he doing? Oh, someone else has gone as well.
Oh, Josh.
Keep it.
Oh, very slow. Very slow.
This is one of those. It's just one of those races where you just. Where do you look? It's just crazy.
Keep an eye towards this front end. We've only got nearly 17 minutes remaining. Faulkner and
I've got
Byrne.
my camera on Cochran. Cochran and Feely are catching Mitch Noble. So here we go. This is where the competition goes. Mitch can't afford Dan Bartouche to pass him because Matty Feely is 5 points behind. Where is he? Feely is 5 points behind Mitch Noble. Sorry, no, Mark Cochran. No, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Mark Cochran is 1 point ahead on the table normally before these results. Feely is 5 points behind Mitch. This is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah. Well, we're going to keep an eye out. We'll try and bring you up the results. It will only be provisional, let's not forget. Because
Tomlin has put in a late charge. Tomlin is now up 11 places. He is only 2 places behind Ryan Price, and in front of Ryan Price is Joshua King.
I still don't think he's close enough. I don't think he's close enough.
I think it's too many points. He's got 38 points. He's not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to do it. He needs to be way ahead of Josh, but still on track. It's a good place for him to be. See if he can get himself a round win as well as the title.
Well, keep an eye out on that one. Dan Byrne with Mark Cochran now. Cochran, of course, fighting out in the Pro-Ams, but he has got Ben Faulkner between himself and Matty Feely. Faulkner there.
Run in, jumped up a lot there. Did you see it?
Yeah, it does.
He carried a lot of pace through that entry.
Oh, Dan Byrne. Byrne's going up the inside. I think Faulkner's going to have a go at Feely as well. He has gone through. Byrne's also gone through.
Just nicely. Oh, they both made it nicely. This rain has not stopped all night. These boys must be sweating it like,
Chris.
Oh, Tomlin.
Oh, both have gone off.
Tomlin's kept it.
Whoa.
But Greg. Oh, and down the back, it looks like one of the Velocity boys has gone wide as well. Cam Hardwick.
Absolutely.
It's getting trickier and trickier.
Yeah, flew off the side of the circuit. Dougie Gowans makes it past Johnston and Tomlin, so that's great for Josh King because he's got 2 more cars between him, as well as Ryan Price there. He's got a bit of a gap. We've got Ben Simpson fighting out with Shannon Owens down here. Let's see what's going on down further down. We haven't picked up on these boys today at all. Both of them had a bit of a rough one so far, but they're still here. They're still battling.
This is probably one of Shane Dowland's, at least, he's been really at the pointy end in the last few weeks, so he's probably a little bit down on performance where he has been. Maybe the rain just doesn't agree with him in these cars.
That and probably the front end damage they both got on them GR86s is probably not helping either. Johnston now in front with Tomlin tucked in behind him. These guys continue to fight it out. All the while they're doing this, Josh King is escaping down the road. He is literally 11 seconds up from these guys now as well. I think it is going to be the championship for Josh King. It looks like it could be the Pro-Ams for Mitch Noble, but unfortunately, we'll have to give you the provisional results after that. 13 minutes to go here, Stephen. I think it's safe to say the last round has been a bit of a thriller.
It is. It's been up and down, moving left and right. We've got 13 minutes of action to go, so it's not over yet. So viewers out there, get your friends and families to get on board to wave the flag and do a Mexican flag, whatever you want to do, as these boys cross the finish line in 13 minutes, because it's going to be some epic finishes again. Like all week this week, we've had it. Drivers that we've been out of the points have come through and won it on in the F3s and in the V8s.
Well, it's been an interesting way.
Oh, Bartouche. Had a sneaky look then. Did he go through it? No, he didn't.
We got Sam in YouTube chat. Good day. Hey guys, I'm guessing Sam's PC did not like it. Dan Byrne, Matty Feely going side by side. We got Dan Batouche and Faulkner not too far apart, but at the moment it is Dan Byrne. He does a great job there with him and Matty Feely keeping it clean, of course. So great job on there. Ben Simpson, David Simmons, looks like they've had a bit of a rough one as we just watched Byrne pass Feely. Hardwick's been off, Pringle's been off, Pickley's gone round again, unfortunately. So it's been a bit of a rough one for some of these guys here this evening as well, Stephen. It doesn't look like, to be honest with you, the rain is going to stop anytime soon.
It's going flat stick. Bartouche having a go at Ben Faulkner here. Maybe he's trying to get some practice in for next season. Maybe he's going to go for the title. But the boys in the bottom screen, we've got Mark Cochran's a bit of a bottleneck at the moment. He's dropped off Matty Feely, 2 seconds off Matty Feely, so he's a fair way back. But behind him, we've got 1/10, 0/10, 6/10, 8/10, 3/10. He's got 4 guys just slowly following him through, and maybe I think we're going to see it soon. Dave Gallo's going to have a go at this. If he can get out of this. Outer curb. No, he's too far away.
No.
He's too far away. They've tapped out on each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, too far back this time around. I think that the thing is with the rain as well, the makeshift of the track is always going to make it difficult. I can tell you Tomlin is trying to chase down Johnston. Looks like Hardwick's been off the side of the circuit. Looks like Dan Batouche. And unfortunately for him, he's still running, mind you, so he must have just been slow into the corner. Ben Faulkner with Mitch Noble now. Mitch defending the inside. He's going to send Faulkner around the outside if it comes to it. Mitch is on the brakes through the right-hander.
Careful, Mitch.
Faulkner doesn't get it stopped. Oh,
he's shut the door very quickly there, Mitch. Be careful. I think Ben Faulkner is aiming for the Vermilion 1, 2, 3. That's what he's going for, and he's done a stellar job coming through a drive-through and an incident at the beginning of this heat. Done a stellar job of getting all the way up.
No, he takes the inside. That puts him into third, and now we've got the second. Mitch Noble's looking at coming in underneath him. Is he going to be able to get the run out of the corner, though? Don't really feel Mitch needs to be doing this, Steve.
No, he's racing for a podium, which against someone who is a faster driver. It's just risk that you don't need. Risk for reward is not required at this point. Oh, but then again, Faulkner has gone out onto the wet bit, onto the grass, and let him back in and give him a bit of courage to say, hey, you might still have me here, buddy.
Yeah, it depends if Faulkner obviously, made a mistake. He is human at the end of the day, like the rest of us. Gallows closing down on Feely. When Cochrane, Hodgkinson, Josh King, Price, Johnston still in there as well. Go Mitch and Josh, says Laura in YouTube chat. Well, I think Josh King could wrap this one up. Gallows trying to go around the outside now, and Matty Feely's gonna be brave. You got to be brave, because I can tell you that Feely's going to have that inside line all day coming into turn 2 now. The left-hander, Gallo doesn't make it through. Cochrane's in there, Hodgkinson's in there as well. 9 minutes to go. Seems to be tough.
Hodgkins has nearly took out the rear end of the of Cochrane there. The young Ty Delaney has asked for a tow. I think he binned his car at some point. I think it was car 07. No, he's still out on track.
I know Dougie Gowans has gone back to the pits.
07, not 7. That's what it was. Yes. I think Dougie Gowans has kissed the wall again.
Yeah, he was off there, and then he's...
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know if kissed would be the word, Steve.
No, they slapped it. He's headbutted it, and he's given it some more love as well for getting in its way.
King's got a 15-second gap at the moment. So use your brain, Josh. Don't do what you did in the last one, bud.
Yeah. Oh, he nearly did. He nearly did. He's got Ryan Price there in front of him, behind him, and Callum Hodgkinson below him. Ryan is got a bit of pace on him coming out that corner, I think. Sam loves this track and car combo. I think it probably would have been a little bit faster and better if it was wet. What do you reckon, Sam? Or did the rain just add that little bit extra spice that made it fun?
Yeah, I don't know if dry would have been a little bit boring. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the thing. I think dry... Ooh. Oh, that's a back marker. I believe that might be... Oh, Ben Simpson, who's having a bit of a flash.
Simpson, yeah. Ben Simpson, that is, yep. And he's trying to get out of the way. Look at the different lines into this corner. Josh has let Ryan Price pass. I think that was the smart move, Josh, because you have got Greg Johnson and Chris Tomlin behind you, and they are 14 seconds, so you just need to finish that nice and easily. Here's Callum Hodgkinson having a go at Mark Cochrane.
Fighting it out still. Bertucci's still in there with Noble further up. He's got Byrne closing in. Cochrane is sitting in third. Don't forget him and Feely. Every place counts for these two in the Pro-Ams.
Yep.
They've got to make sure they do it.
Tell you what, they get close to each other, don't they?
Has Mitch wrapped this up, do we think?
Does Mitch wrap it up? Oh, look, I'm not going to jinx him. He's in a great position to do it. He's driving well. He's in front of Dan Bartouche, and we know Dan Bartouche is no slouch.
But then, would you let him go?
I would play it safe. If I was in that position, I'd play it safe. You've got Dan Bartouche and Daniel Byrne flying behind you. Just keep going, keep your race line, keep it smooth, don't do anything risky. You want to keep 2 or 3 cars in behind you at this point. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's the second time I've seen Daniel Byrne enter from that inner to the outer. He takes so much pace up that hill.
Oh, Mitch, you got a bit of a slide on going into turn 1 there. Byrne and Bertouche still battling it out. There's been changes further back.
Tomlin spun.
Oh, he's on the grass. Steady on the rejoin. Okay, fair play. Wayne Edwards.
Greg Johnson gone in the pits, or he just slid into the pits then?
No, he's up and running now, but he got it all wrong on that final corner, I think. Bertouche, Noble, Byrne side by side. I can guarantee Noble sitting there saying, please don't get me involved. Damn, Byrne, where are you going? Oh, you're going at a rapid rate of knots round the right-hander.
Oh, no. Watch it, boys. Keep it clean. Watch it, Mitch. Give some space. Done well. Done really well. Oh, he's not finished. Byrne is still going for it.
Yeah, Burns going round there on the run down to the left-hander now.
Dan's trying to find a way through too.
Let him go.
Oh, Bartouche nearly took him. Stay out wide, Mitch. Give each other space because you don't want to go spinning, boys.
No,
not this late in the session with 4 minutes left.
I would let him. Yeah, I'm not sure Mitch needs to be doing this. I've got to be honest at this moment in time. He's got that Gallo in behind. He's got Feely there. You can see Feely in the background behind the red of the Carlins Motorsports. Noble does let them go there. Probably the right thing to do. Mitch, get the car stopped here. Josh Houghton out in front with Jackson Pringle in second. Ben Faulkner in third. That's a Vermilion 1, 2, 3 once more. You can see behind that Dan Byrne, Dan Batouche. Noble fight now. Ryan Price, unfortunately, is there. He is spinning.
Yes,
coming
he's
off the.
done a bit of a spin.
Watch the rejoin. Well done. He does allow Mark Cochran to go through. Cam Hardwick's there and Wayne Edwards are all a little bit more spread out than normal. So, but a great job as we're going to be, whereabouts are we? On the right-hander. Possibly could be this time around final lap.
Yeah, we've got two and a half minutes left. I'm not sure if it'll be this one or one more. No, they're at the back end, so yeah, possibly. By the time they get around it. Jackson Pringle set the fastest lap of the 1:52.635. Car 65 is retiring. Who is car 65? Cam Hardwick.
Cam Hardwick. He has had a bit of a rough one, though, hasn't
he? Yeah, he had a bit of a tough one.
Ty Delaney's crashed again. Shane Nowens as well. But here comes Josh Houghton. If he doesn't get over the line in the next 10 seconds, I believe this is going to be the final lap of this 40-minute race. As we know, he ain't going to do that. So it's going to be the final lap here of the final race of the season number 2. Round 9 from a rain-soaked, typhoon-covered Homestead Miami. And these guys have done an absolute great job. There's Barney waving the final lap there. The white flag, Steve. Job done.
White flag is out.
And a great job from Joshy Houghton.
Great job. Very nice drive from Josh Houghton. Done a really nice drive. I'd love to know how many incident points he's had on his own, because I think he's driven a very, very smooth race.
Yeah. Definitely has. Houghton there with again a Vermilion 1, 2, 3. This time it's Houghton, Pringle, Faulkner rather than Faulkner, Pringle, Houghton. So Pringle's been in the middle. Mitch Noble is leading the way in the Pro-Ams with Matty Feely in second. That's going to be interesting in the championship. Cochran is going to be finishing off in third place there. Wayne Edwards has just gone into the pits. That's an interesting one. Josh King should win the AM Championship, Steve. We think the likes of Tomlin's just a little bit too far back from him.
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so. Mitch Noble has also got one full position on
Matty Feely.
On Matty Feely. Mitch Feely 5 points behind Mitch. I think that is it. So Mitch, as long as he finishes in front of Feely, he has got the title there. But it's very, very close. Very close.
We'll have to wait for some people to give us some maths there to let us know what the situation is. Jossie Houghton goes round. He's got literally 2 corners to go. He's got the right and a left. And then it's the run down the start-finish line for this man. He's wrapped up this race. Great job from Josh. Took the lead early on in the race and led all the way through. Opened up 7.4 seconds. Coming over the line. Jossie Houghton takes that win for Vermilion. Pringle comes over the line in second place. Great job from him. And then Faulkner should wrap up the 1, 2, 3. Now in the Pro-Ams, as long as Noble can get around the last couple of corners, he's going to finish ahead of Matty Feely. We'll wait for him to cross the line, actually. Get a little bit worried, just in case anything happens off the bump. No, we should be good. Mitch coming over in second. Josh King should wrap up the AM win. He's in 10th place at the moment, with Tomlin in 13th and Johnston in 14th. So he should be able to hold on to that victory. I think, is Josh King one of the... Oh, as he's at a wall going over the line.
I think he's trying to do one of those wiggles. And I hope he was doing that after the line, not before it.
He hadn't crossed the line at that point.
He did cross the line, did he? Oh, God almighty. Give me palpitations.
Yeah. But we'll wait.
I tell you what, mate, what a way to finish a season.
Yeah, I
couple
agree.
of points difference between the top three in the Pro-Ams. The AMs came down to the final night. So Mitch wins it by 8 points and Josh wins it by 47 in the Pro-Ams. And we know that Ben Faulkner has just smashed everybody else completely out there tonight. And what a drive he's had, mate. He had a black flag drive through. He had an incident that started him from the back, a spin, and he still comes up there and finishes third. What a driver.
Yeah, makes you sick, doesn't it, Steve? I practice all week and I spin on the first corner of an oval. You know what I mean? Gutted.
I just don't know how they do it. To be honest, the pace that some of these boys have is ridiculous. The skill, and I mean, it's got to be a knack. I don't know. It's the gamer side of them because they're younger, or whether it's seat of pants drivers like myself can't do it.
I'm like you. Josh Houghton is your winner with Jackson Bringle in second and Ben Faulkner in third. The second 1, 2, 3 of the night for the boys from Vermilion. Daniel Byrne, after having the right tyres on, puts himself in fourth place. So great job from him. Dal Batouche in fifth. Mitch Noble wins the Pro-Ams with David Gallo separating him from Matty Feely, who's second. Callum Hodgkinson in ninth place. Josh King wins the AMs. Mark Cochran rounds out the podium for the Pro-Ams. Ryan Price in 12th. Then you've got Chris Tomlin and Greg Johnston in 13th and 14th. Ty Delaney down in 15th. Started on pole. Not a good night for the young man there, unfortunately. Stephanie Pickley in 16th, Russell Gander 17th, Brad Hayes in 18th, then Wayne Edwards, Shane Nowens, Ben Simpson, Dougie Gowans, Cam Hardwick, David Simmons, Kevin Wakefield, Sam Catgazinos, after that, and Dylan DeBono. Don't believe everybody else started this race. Again, I think we've been treated to an absolute barnstorming evening. You can see them all doing donuts in the middle of the racetrack. Great job from all of them here as well.
Yeah, so it's probably the only time this car can really do a ripper burnout anyway. So in the Pro-Ams, Mitch beat Feely by 11 points, and Mark Cochran was 3 points behind Feely. So very, very close finish at the very end. It could have gone either way. And hats off to the boys for an epic battle in the Pro-Ams. And also in the AMs, in the back of the field, these boys have put up a killer season all year. We've been watching them fight left, right and centre for every little point they can. Unfortunately, in the pros, it's been a one-hit wonder, not a one-hit wonder, a one-led pony. And Ben Faulkner has led it from the day dot all the way through and has shown his supremacy.
Yeah, it does there as well. Laura Anderson, woohoo, you ripper! For Josh and Itch. I don't know if you've missed an M off there, Laura.
Yeah, Josh and Mitch, I think she's trying to say.
Poor old Josh and Itch, whoever the Itch is. But yeah, a fantastic season. And to be honest, I think it's going to line up for an even more interesting one for next season.
Mate, it's going to be, I think it just, this 86 bunch of drivers just seems to get bigger and better every season. The format just suits them. The fact that we've got 3 championships on the fight all the time is just epic. And have a look at this ladder that you've got up there. The schedule. That's just awesome. Donington Park. I so want to drive that in these cars. I love that track. It's one of my favourite tracks.
Yeah. Then we're going to Circuit de Navarro, the Algarve, Lebanon, Zandvoort, Oschersleben, Red Bull, Hungaroring, and Knock Hill. So that should be an interesting one. We've got Tyson jumped up into the broadcast booth. Tyson, how are you, sir?
Very good. Just before you get the boys in, I just wanted to again give a special shout out to all the RC team for a great season. When I'm there and when I'm not there, this is my night to direct, and it's been a fun, fantastic season. Tonight's race was nice and clean, so it was good to see the improvement overall. But again, just a shout out to Leakey for driving the safety car, and shout out to Husey for coming in and putting up with me all the time. So wouldn't be able to do it without those boys, and especially to Ryan Price as well in the background doing all the admin work, getting all the points sorted with. Thank you, Stephen. with Marky as well. We wouldn't be able to have these series running as good as we do without those guys. So a big shout out to them. So and of course to you guys in the broadcast again, having you JP here all the way from the beautiful place England, and Stinker from I guess Melbourne. We wouldn't be able to do it. So a big shout out to you guys as well. Thank you.
Clearly, my place is more beautiful than yours, Steve. You know what I mean?
I missed all that, JP, because I spoke over top of you. But Tyson, thank you very much, mate, and a great job in the role as head RC, the director of our stewards, however you want to call it. Great job, mate, and get the hell out of here. And let's look forward to another killer night tomorrow night and Sunday night for the big one.
Looking forward to it.
Really
Thanks,
looking
boys.
forward to it. Cheers, buddy. Well, who are we going to bring in first, mate?
I think we should start in from Mr. Josh King, the winner of the AM in race number 2. He did decide that he was going to make it difficult in race 1 and spin it round right near the final lap, but we do believe he has wrapped up the championship. We are waiting, obviously this is only provisional, we'll wait for the official results. But Josh, welcome in, bud. How are you?
Good fellas, yourself?
Yeah, I'm all right. I think Steve's all right. Steve, you all right?
Mate, I am more than all right. Joshy, killer drive, mate. Well done. Didn't know you were a duck, mate. I know you were out the Ocean Grove way and you love the water, but that was an epic drive, mate. And first, actually, did Dean win a title? Yes, Dean won a title, so you're the second Team SRW driver to win a title. Mitch will be the third because you're in the room first. But is this your first title, mate?
Yeah, mate.
The first one. So it's a cherry popping event and
Cherry
a champagne
popping,
popper.
mate. That's it.
How's it feel?
Feels good.
Super
Feels real
pumped,
good.
or it was just like you're waiting for it to hit you?
Nah, I'm pumped. That was a good season overall. Good hard racing for the title, so can't be happier.
Well, Tomlin made it a little bit easier for you tonight. He had a not a really cool quali, and that sort of put him back from the get go. And then he had a spin early on, but he made it up 12 places, so he was putting the pressure on. But he would have needed to beat you by a considerable margin to get himself up there.
Yeah, no, he had a good second race.
Excellent, mate. JP, any questions you want to ask the new SRW champion?
No, just obviously, looking forward to going up to Pro-Ams, I presume, next season. Josh, you had some pace here in the rain, mate. You just look comfortable.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty comfortable in the rain, and yeah, I'm looking forward to moving up a class and see how I go.
Awesome stuff. Josh, anyone you want to shout out, mate, before we let you go?
I'll give a shout out to Warner and Brown Tools, Shannon's, Rim Industries, Neuropower, DSL Railway Services, all the team at SRW that puts all this together, and all the competitors.
Awesome stuff. Well, Josh, thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you hopefully next season.
You sure will.
Take care.
Well done, buddy. Congratulations.
Butters.
Right, next up on the list, as I've just cut. Oh, hold on, what's going on here? Right, we'll bring in Mitch Noble provisionally we think has wrapped up the Pro-Am Championship, but it is going to be very, very close here. Great wins, 2 wins here. He did everything he needed to do in the final race of the final round. Let's have a chat, see if he's happy. Mitch, welcome in, bud. How are you?
I am doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing
pretty damn good, mate.
Yeah,
the Pro-Am Championship.
You happy, dude?
Very happy, Mitch. How did you feel out there in that rain, mate?
Oh, it was slippery. I was running a very aggressive, because I wanted to be aggressive for the last one. So I had no traction control on at all and 1 ABS. So it was a bit sketchy, but I kept it together. Massive fuel saving with the safety car too. We had Jamie doing some spotting for us. The strategy king, as I will now call him. And he helped out, and at the end of it, I had about a lap left of fuel in it, so very stressful, but it was good.
Go for it, JP, otherwise I'll talk all night.
All right. Yeah, it looked like it was a bit of a tough one out there as well. Mitch, race 2, was you making decisions not to try and jeopardise yourself? Because you knew you had to get these points on the board, right?
Yeah, I was trying very hard not to, because I knew that it was either a no-go or a no-go. Knowing me, I would have span or crashed or something. So I tried very hard not to, but it all worked out well in the end. And I think, if the math is correct, I've won by 11 points.
11 points.
Okay, well, we'll rely on we'll rely on your maths. Don't get me and Steve. We're too old. We've had to bring out the abacuses here, mate. You know what I mean? We're that old. It's just not going to work. So, but well done for you. Hopefully, if that is correct, you have wrapped up the Pro-Am. So well done and a great job. Looking forward to going up to pros next season then.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He says that so
I want to stay in Pro-Am because I know I want to stay in Pro-Am, but if I have to go up to pros, I have to go up to pros and then work harder to get faster, as I did when I got to Pro-Am. So
very true. Very true.
Well done, sir. Great job from you. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Obviously, Steve and Dean and everyone else. Both of you guys have been really good on commentary, especially you, JP. I love hearing your voice every Thursday. I want to thank Warren Brown Tools, Shannon's, Grim Industries, Neuropower, and DSL Railway Services.
Awesome job, and thank you very much for that one. Not many people can say they love hearing my voice, Mitch, but I'm glad you do. Dear sir, thank you so much for that one, bud. Look forward to seeing you next season. Yeah, my wife definitely doesn't tell me she likes hearing my voice, mate. You know what I mean? Let's be real about it. Mitch, well done, son. See you next season.
See you next season.
Take care.
Take care, buddy.
Right, and before we have a chat with the overall champion, let's have a chat with one Mr. Jackson Pringle. Jackson rounded off his evenings of racing with 2 second places here. Didn't get the win, but he got the 2 podiums. So great job from him as well. Jackson, welcome in, buddy. How are you?
Hello, not bad, thank you.
That should, if maths is correct, sir, that should put you 3rd in the championship, I believe.
Yeah, I think I needed 20 more points to pinch 2nd.
Well, you probably did that in race 1, mate, to be fair, because both Gallo and Byrne had dry tyres on and didn't go.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't sure what was going on there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was sure. I think they weren't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I lucked out. I was cheering. I was like, oh, there goes them.
Yeah, so a great job from you. Give us a rundown of your season. You happy?
Yeah, it was all right. I missed the first race, so my drop round immediately disappeared. And then I think I got more serious about the season as the season went on. And I realised that I could perform. My first couple of races were a bit average, and then I started practicing, and I started putting myself on the podium. So it's sort of onwards and upwards.
Yeah, it was.
You did improve as the season went on, that's for sure, and you could see that your practice levels increased.
Yeah, no, I once I realised that it was good fun and a good bunch of blokes to race with, I really started putting more effort into it. I've really enjoyed the season.
Yeah, it's been good for us here as well to sit back and watch. What do you see the aspirations, Jackson? You coming back next season?
Yeah, I'll be back next season. I'll probably be able to put in a better championship fight next season, hopefully too.
Yeah, well,
going to take the boss off the top step.
I don't know about that, but I'll definitely get a better second.
You're going to have to practice a hell of a lot harder, mate. We need someone to compete with him. He's an absolute weapon.
Yeah, well, I think his uni load's picking up, so hopefully that sort of shoots him in the foot.
Hopefully the uni will get in the way, you reckon?
Yeah, I'll count on that.
Love it, mate. Love your strategy. That is sensational. Jackson, who gets you boys on track, mate?
So I'll give a shout out to Vermilion Motorsports, Race Lab, Burb Designs, Supernova Motorsports, Moser Racing, Homo Setups, and of course Vermilion X Coaching.
Awesome stuff, Jackson. Thank you so much for joining us there, buddy. And we look forward to seeing you again next season.
Thank you, gents. Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers, buddy.
Right, and next up, before we go up to the final overall, we're going to have a chat with Joshua Horton here as well. Wrapped up a win in race number 2, a third in race number 1. Finished off the 1, 2, 3 for Vermilion in both races there as well. Josh, welcome in, bud. Great drive as always.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. The conditions were treacherous. There's lots of places to go off, and there's just got to be really careful tonight.
Yeah, you did that, mate, as well, didn't you? Took the win in race number 2, you got the lead early, and then you just said, adios, I'm off. You lot carry on swimming in the background there as well. Great job there, mate. What was it like driving out there on your own, though? Because it's always going to be tough, and especially when you got rain-soaked surfaces like we have here as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hit and miss every single lap. It's sort of raining, and conditions are never going to be the same. So you just sort of driving as you see fit. There's a couple laps where I'd come in a little bit too deep, and you just sort of correct on the exit to try and not overrun it. But yeah, overall, just was a great race, being able to judge like what was going on and how the track was going to feel.
Yeah, absolutely. Championship-wise, you've got extra points moving up, I think, 1 place over Sam there as well. Next season, Josh, are you coming back? Are we going to see a Josh go for the championship, not the boss off?
Yeah, I think so. I had a few incidents and things go wrong over the season, and I think it was a good chance for me to reevaluate how I drive and the way I think. And so next season, and for a lot of other series that I may or may not be attending, I just got to work harder and make sure that I'm on top of my game all the time.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? Making sure you are consistent, making sure you're keeping it on track. We've seen how tricky the 86s are in the rain in general as well, but it's been an epic season, epic racing, and especially a great final round. Anyone you want to shout out, Josh, before we let you go?
Yeah, of course. I'd like to shout out Vermilion Motorsports, Race Lab, Burb Designs, Supernova Motorsports, Moser Racing, Homo Setups, Vermilion X Coaching, and a big shout out to you guys at SRW for putting on the series.
Great job, Josh. Thanks so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you back next season and whether or not you can take it to Bend.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Congratulations, Josh. Take care, buddy.
Next up is the man who's can only be described as a roller coaster night here. He wrapped up the Pro Championship coming in. He took the win in race 1. Then he decided that wasn't enough for him, so he took a spin. He took a drive through. He's taken everything in race 3, and he's still come through and wrapped up the podium. Do we have to get his car checked for super glue? Well, let's have a chat. Ben, welcome in, bud. How are you?
Good. Yeah, it was a bit of a roller coaster. I went through pits twice, one for fuel and repairs, the second one for drive-through, and yeah, it was good fun though. The safety car, I was 19th, and then just went from there, head forward, stopped talking on Discord, and just locked in and got the job done.
Yeah, you did. Wrapping up the Pro Championship really before you come into this as well. What you did? Okay, so let's just not to give me every single bit of the Ben Faulkner secret playbook. However, you can DM it to me because I suck at driving. What are you doing differently to these? Because there's certain points that you literally were flying on this racetrack in the rain.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I seem to just use all the slip angle and sort of just keep the momentum up. I think in the last sector, I think the closest person was maybe 3/10 close to me. Still 3/10 off me in the last sector. Everywhere else is pretty close, but yeah, the last sector wasn't really too close. Yeah, I mean, it's just like repetition. Just keep on driving it. Sort of find where the grip is, know where the lines are. Find the dry line. It changes every single lap, so you have to try new things. I think I changed my line about 6 times in the span of half the race, the second half of the race. And then you got to, like, especially in the last section, it's got, if you go too far wide up the banking, you're going to go off into the wall and break your suspension. If you hit the inside yellow wheels, you're going to break your suspension. I actually, in the last, I think 3-4 laps, I hit it, and I was about 20 degrees down on the right hand side of the steering, so I had to just bring it back to the pits. But yeah, other than that, it's just repetition, and I love driving in the wet. I've always liked driving in the wet in real life and on the sim, so yeah.
Before you go on, JP, mate, listening to you, the way you analyse your laps and the tracks, it just people out there that are watching and viewers that come and see this racing. There's a lot more to it than what it seems. It's like real racing, isn't it? You really got to be watching the track evolution and everything like that. It's not a game; it's a simulation, and you're a lot more intelligent than me, mate. I would forget half the stuff and where my last line was and where my previous line was and everything like that. Repetition is king. But all right, final question is, I want at least 5 names of people that can knock you off this track and compete with you. Because that was sensational, mate. You grabbed this series by the throat and just ran with it like crazy. No matter what was thrown at you, whether you had pits to do, drive-throughs to do, car incidents, blue flags. Mate, absolute stellar job. Take my hat off to you. Absolutely awesome driving.
Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. I mean, there's a lot, like everyone in here is pretty. They're awesome drivers. Jackson and Josh have come a long way. Daniel Byrne and Gallo as well. They've stepped it a lot in the second half of the season. They've improved a lot. I think when I gave them a couple of setup changes, they've definitely come a lot way. They look a lot more comfortable. DeBono, all those boys, they're also really quick. So I think they got a bit unlucky in this round, but yeah, they're all quick, and looking forward to racing again next season. Hopefully it's that's just as good.
Well, Jackson reckons that he's gonna put the pressure on you because uni might get in your way next season.
Yeah,
so
I
he's
mean,
gonna use that against you.
The last few weeks have been pretty hectic. I've had so many assignments, and it's all new to me, so trying to get on top of it. But I mean, most of the time I just jump in the practice and I do a few laps. Maybe 5 laps during the week if I have time, or on the weekend. But other than that, I just jump in and try and learn it as quick as I can, and just give it my best and see how we go. But yeah.
One last thing before I hand you back to JP. What's the gossip? Is Dylan going to be racing in Alpine next season?
I can't speak on that, but
Well, I know
legally,
you guys are
but I don't know.
Talk.
I don't know either. So
my
he's
gut's
not allowed
telling
to tell
me.
anyone.
My gut's telling me that he's going to be in that seat because Ocon has just done a number on himself. But we'll see.
I would love to see him in there, but at the moment, no one knows. I don't even know if he knows. So, but yeah,
true.
wish him the best.
True. Well, congratulations, mate. Well done, killer season. You're an absolute legend, JP. Lead the way, mate. And thank his praises.
Well, anyone you want to shout out, mate? That's really all I need to ask now.
Just the usual. Vermilion Motorsports, doing Burb Design, Supernova Motorsports, Hymo Setups, and Vermilion X Coaching, professional coaching at an affordable price. If you're looking for something like that, feel free to reach out to me. But yeah, that's all. And thank you for you boys for a great season. Looking forward to next season. Already signed up. So yeah, looking forward to the next one.
Awesome job. Well, Ben, thanks so much for joining us there, buddy. And take care. And we'll see you on the track again next season.
Awesome. Thanks, boys.
Well, there you go,
JP.
Steve. Season's over. Done and dusted.
I know. I can't believe it. I've got to just say Sam Kudakazinos' name one more time because he loves the way I pronounce it. And he's asked me for saying it. Mr. Kudakazinos. So I love that name as well, mate. I love that extra special name. Like we've got Gerard Cifuentes. I love to pronounce those names. But, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. A lot of fun, as usual, Thursday night. I'll come out of here. My wife will probably hit me in the back of the head because I'm in here again. But an absolute pleasure. Rain, everything that threw at us, the the changes, the people battling from top to bottom. What more can you ask for on a Thursday night?
No, well, it's Thursday morning for me, but look, listen, don't tell anyone. No, to be fair, I've had a great season. It's absolutely flown by. I cannot believe how quick this has actually got, which, you know, is scary, to be fair, because I had my wife show me a picture the other day. She went, oh my God, walked into a shop and there was blinking Christmas decorations up. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. We get Easter out of the way, then we got. I wouldn't even mind, but my birthday's in August. You know what I mean? She didn't mention that. No, she mentions blinking Christmas. Jesus Christ!
Did she have a picture of the Christmas decorations and some jewellery in front of it or something like that? She was trying to hint at you?
Mate, I don't. I'm staying out of it. I'm staying well out of it. She'll send me the list and I'll pick what I want to buy her off that. But there we go. Guys, I think that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much to everybody that's joined us. Laura has been here every single week. Mr. Sam Kagazinos as well. Much appreciated for jumping in. Everybody who has come across and joined us over this season. I can't remember everybody, to be honest, dude. I don't even know how Ben remembers changing lanes 6 times. I barely struggled to do it once, so you know, look, yeah, I can't remember everyone. So it's been great having you all along. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the bells, and we will catch you all next season. And for the final time this season, take care, have a great week, and you never know, we might see you on the track next season. Good night.
This is amazing. I was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down to the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because, tell you what, Bruce Tanak and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away from us.